Alright. We can show the racers. We have a good one.
We don't know if they'll be playing a Game Boy platformer or not yet. We got SomeGirl, who I think we should probably still call SomeGirl.
Yeah, I put SomeGirl.
A win rate of 66% puts her way up there. Has been around for 8 mystery tournaments now, and has finished as high as 9th in Mystery Tournament 14.
So close.
Kind of like Arc Bliss, there's been a lot of people who are rooting for SomeGirl to finally get into top 8. She's able to do it. Hopscotch has made it to top 8 once before, and has a positive over 50% win rate over a pretty long career as well. 18 matches.
Hopscotch has the name advantage. Hopscotch is literally James Bond.
Ooh, 007.
Yeah.
Here in Mystery Tournament 0017. Should not be understated. Also, yes, this is maybe more important to point out for SomeGirl. Has won Kuso Grande. Has been the champion over there. You know who also has won Kuso Grande? Andy Okami of games, right? Like, so the best that we have tend to also be the best that they have over there. So there's a high correlation. Karate Master, SomeGirl, is that you making a joke, or is that honestly where it comes from? Because I feel like there's some kind of inside joke I'm not privy to, if I had to guess.
I feel it's like just something really silly, like an RPG that only allowed 6 letters. And that looks kind of funny.
SomeGirl.
Yeah,
SomeGirl.
And then, now
You're up at like 3 a.m. and you're a little loopy and SomeGirl.
So big.
FF14 thing? I mean, that would make sense given the avatar.
14 only allows 6 characters. Technical limitations. This is the winners too, and I think we have seen them. We have not. Double buy.
So I would say SomeGirl's the favorite, but there's probably got to be some game out there where Hopscotch could have an advantage. It's tough though. SomeGirl's one of those really well-rounded players, doesn't really have a particularly weak genre or anything. That I can think of. We got a elevator music bossa nova based off of Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, why not? I don't even know when the game starts.
Yeah, what is this game? I see the title, but it means nothing to me.
They're Japanese.
They're going to be beating the game. The game called Unakiri Action.
Yeah. Why not? Like, just from the name and the title and the way we control the menu, which is a weird thing to use as a clue. I think this is a Mega Man-like. Run and shoot. Or maybe it's slash. But you run around and you jump. Left to right.
You move, jump, roll, shoot, switch weapon. All completely rebindable controls.
There we go, now I'm here.
Hello.
You may require some extra knowledge on who these characters are, because these are established characters, actually, believe it or
As
not.
soon as they showed up on screen and you entered the voice chat, I was like, I think we're about to get some lore.
Yeah, I said in chat that this is not Toho, but it is equally as Japanese. These are 2 Vocaloid characters, actually. This jellyfish girl is Otamachi Yuna, She's pretty cool. A lot of people like using her. And the other one is a Voiceroid character, which is like a kind of spin-off voice thing, which is Tohoko Kiriko, I think is her name. And it's where the name Unakiri comes from.
Yeah, they love to do portmanteaus of people's names when they get paired together. So the roll is powerful. Oh, it deflects the shot too. And damages enemies.
The sit sound is so loud.
Some girl backtracking for health. It doesn't give you a lot of health, but keeping it high seems pretty good. Except there's a full refill here. Very close race. What is... Just looking at this thing, I didn't know what it was going to do, and then as soon as it moved, I'm like, oh, it's a Mega Man! It's a big eye! It's a
Japanese freeware platformer, so therefore, there's only one type of enemy it could be.
Gonna be a Mega Man enemy. Hopscotch is favoring the rolls at the high heights here, and I mean, you go through the projectile, so like you just keep going.
Yeah, the roll is like just really powerful in that situation. But God, it really is Mega Man. I don't think all these characters are Vocaloids though. This might be a voice word character because I don't know this one.
Touching water is instant death. Defeating bosses gets you a new weapon, which you can use in the following stages. Some weapons are more effective against certain bosses. Complete the stages in reading order.
It's a voice word character, okay.
Left to right and then top to bottom. So they'll be doing the same stages, they'll have access to the same weapons, and this is the way it should be in a Mega Man blind race. Why do I feel like I remember doing commentary with SomeGirl and she mentioned she's not particularly into or good at Mega Man games? Maybe I'm making that up.
I know she's raced a lot of them. Like, I know, like, they went through, like, the whole series, just, like, racing a bunch of them. Because I think, Maurice, you did part of that, too.
Yeah, I hated it. I'm not good at these games.
You know, maybe I was thinking of you. I know Adam doesn't like Mega Man either.
I think it's too much pattern memorization.
It's completely a true statement.
And generally not a good thing for a blind race.
Hopscotch takes the lead very slightly.
It's been basically neck and neck.
Hopscotch is a lot more rash. Maybe the rational decision.
Yeah, that's what that word means.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Too rash. It turned into an irrational
this is
number.
the kind of game you don't wanna like go too crazy with the roll because you're just gonna like fling yourself off a cliff with it. It's something you need to have control over before you get like really comfortable with just like throwing it out all the time.
The green thing refills your war meter, which is your weapon meter, which neither player has bothered to switch weapons and see what their new weapon does or anything.
Here's Aoi. She is blue, as the name suggests. It's very... Oh, block in the corner! That's very smart.
And dead, but is going to respawn in the boss corridor, whereas when Hopscotch died, had to redo a big chunk of the stage.
Yeah, I know both of them have some Mega Man knowledge, so it's not going to be a foreign concept to them.
So Hopscotch has half his health coming in here, and has quickly lost a lot of it, so I would actually die intentionally at this point.
Yeah, there's a quick boss kill for some.
Oh, Hopscotch! Oh! Can he clutch it out? He can't get hit again. Oh, wow. Wow, what a catch-up. That's a good play.
Shotgun meant that was the weapon that Aoi was using if you like flies towards the wall, then it splits out. I don't know how useful that would be. I guess maybe it would be useful if it hit an enemy and split out, but like not just if it hit like that seems like really bad. It just hits a wall and does it.
Yeah, it's like yes.
Yeah,
all the situations I'm
it's
imagining
terrible.
that where it would be good, I'm like that would never happen.
It has to split when it hits an enemy. Some girl sticking with the Buster though.
I definitely understand the like this in this game, like you can just go, right? Like you can roll through everything or past everything. Like you don't want to spend time experimenting or opening menus, right? When that time could be spent going. So I understand the urge to do it, but I think probably there's just so much potential for weapons and stuff to just be really good that you kind of gotta check it out.
Yeah, whenever you get a new weapon in a Mega Man-like game, you always want to try it out like at least once. If you could suss out that it's bad immediately, then like, you know, whatever. Of course, maybe he wants to save it for the boss. That would also be a smart decision. And the versatility of the Buster means that like it's not a huge deal to not use the weapon.
Yeah, and it's not like enemies are being a real big problem with the Buster, right? Like if you were having trouble killing guys, but they're not, so...
And just because you have to roll, too. Just so much damage and versatility in that. Surprisingly, for being like a very linear roll, it's very versatile.
Hopscotch with a death. So I know your health refills when you die. I would assume your weapon gets refilled, even though lots of Mega Man games it wouldn't.
Yeah, I would actually assume no, because it doesn't happen in a lot of Mega Man games.
That does seem to be like the playbook they're pulling from. Crusher, yep, smartly baits it out. And Hopscotch barely just touches the water at the bottom. The wall jump didn't come out. And the basement does warn you the water, for whatever reason, is instant death. Here we go with the boss. But yep, immediately switching the weapon, and the projectiles bounce all over the place, so actually, this is why you gotta try this stuff out.
Laser.
The damage is not that impressive though, huh? The boss is still half alive.
Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of the shots maybe were hitting while the boss was invincible.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. And you do
maybe
refill
one of the weapons
your...
you want to be sparing with.
We have a full weapon refill, so can opt to fill the screen with junk again. It does mean it's hard to see what's going on. So SomeGirl is opting to just go with the rolls.
So good. I think the weapon could be useful at like the end if the boss goes into what I like to call pissy boss mode, where it's just like I'm just gonna try and dodge you now.
Yeah.
You just fill the whole screen with everything.
Totally. So, second try kill. Hopscotch not even gonna try the weapon. Now Hopscotch was able to clutch out a low health boss kill last time. Not this time.
Oh, just gonna take the contact damage. Oh, Yuzuki Yukari, this is probably any Vocaloid fans out there, this is one you're gonna know. Very popular.
Hopscotch. Landing 3 clean hits.
I only know Hatsune Miku and those twins. The blonde ones.
Green and Len.
Sure.
Well, the good thing you have an expert
one?
here. Do you know Gumi, Luca? They're pretty...
I know
pretty
Luca. I've definitely seen the word Gumi before. I know Ia?
Yeah, Ia. Ia's really cool.
Maybe it.
Probably wouldn't know CU. CU is a Korean Vocaloid. Yeah, V2.
Well, SomeGirl, I don't know why I was having such trouble triggering the screen transition there.
This game is so Mega Man. Just look at these enemies.
They got the
Look at
plus
these
shape
enemies.
on their hard hat. Yep.
I've played enough Rockman and Forte. Roll just leaves you invincible, so you just go straight through the enemies. Why have to wait to platform?
But these
Melee
enemy
guys are funny.
they look like Kirby.
Yeah,
They do.
they look like Kirby, but they're behaving like these little guys from Mega Man.
Yeah, those
1.
square guys with the like.
Yeah.
They're called
Water.
Susies. Susie.
Oh my god, it's a cat.
It's easy.
This thing is adorable. We saw it earlier as an enemy. It's not very threatening. Oh, it does a lot of damage though. But SomeGirl does a lot of damage when the boss traps itself against the edge of the screen. Mini boss. I've never even heard the word Utaloid.
Utao is basically freeware fan version of Vocaloid, but it's also like better. It's better if you're really good with it. It's free, it's really old and archaic, and it like really sucks to use.
Hopscotch using some... Was it the boss doing that attack? No, it is Hopscotch using the lightning. Trying new weapons. Oh! Get stomped on. Now the checkpoint... There isn't a checkpoint before the mini-boss? Okay, here... No? I've forgotten what the stage looks like. That's a pretty big loss of time there. Some girl with a nice deflection. The roll.
Oh, that was a sound effect that we just made.
Turned
Oh, no,
into-
you can't wall jump.
It's Mortal Kombat Raiden.
Can't wall jump while
Oh.
rolling. Oh, so much damage.
The multi-bounce on the roll.
So many hits.
It's just kind of... A lot of the boss patterns, like, naturally seem to just walk into it. Like,
You can't like that.
so if you can find one of
And
those,
you reflect the spike balls too.
the roll is
This is
very
like
good.
top 10 most broken Mega Man power-ups of all time.
That's
It's up
it.
there with like Metal Blade, Ice Wall, like add Una's roll.
First try.
What else is broken that could be up there? Super Arrow, I guess.
Well, I mean, this chain blade thing they just got does a lot like Metal Blade.
It does. Oh, Akane, this is the other half of the blue girl that we saw earlier.
Oh.
I hope this game just gives us like every broken Mega Man power-up of all time now. I really hope this is just like Metal Blade.
Who cares about Metal Blade? We got the roll. Okay, Hopscotch
Roll
just
might be better.
absolutely demolishes the mid-boss. Has full health.
Metal Blade doesn't make you invincible, just almost.
Oh, the water again. Hopscotch has ended up in the water like 4 times, and SomeGirl, I think, 0.
Yeah, it's just been like just a little too liberal with the roll. Like, it's just you gotta just know. You have to be confident. You have to back up the confidence.
SomeGirl backing up for some extra goodies that popped out of just a straight up like cardboard delivery box. All right, mini boss. And it does this thing where it walks towards you, so the roll just... That's it.
It's just that easy. I wonder if the other character doesn't have the roll.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
I wonder if maybe you might want to submit this game with the other character next time. 'Cause I feel like that could be really fun. Oh, that's like a big boulder chasing us.
Hopscotch is really hesitant to use the roll on these flying puddings, whatever they are, because of the water pits nearby. So just straight up backed up and shot them from afar and then went across the gaps afterwards. Onto this boss fight now. SomeGirl's like most of the way through this stage though. It's a pretty big lead.
Yeah, the Yuzuki boss fight didn't look too bad because the roll deflects the spikes.
Seeing a mix of rolling and attacking from Hopscotch. Did he just knock the saw blade back at her?
Yeah, it reflects it. I guess if you just do it at the right angle.
Yeah, like I've seen them get deflected, but I just assumed, you know, they were harmlessly going away.
The little chip from the last bullet on screen.
It's also a
last
first
hit
try
for
clear.
Hops.
Here's the
Hops
boss now for
has
some.
been doing really well in these bosses.
She's throwing shrimps.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some like obscure Nico video memes about why this is the case.
Yeah. It's like Hatsumine Hatsuki would throw the leaks or something, right? Like it's that.
Yeah, definitely. Like every character has their thing, but I don't know what they are. I think Lucas is Octopus.
That's a first try boss kill at pretty low health.
You got Shrimp Flyer. Wait, this is also a Mega Man weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Mega Man 2's air shooter. Pretty much exactly. I mean, except it's shrimp instead of air.
Oh, lucky now.
Her name's Turu?
Yes. Turumaki. Oh, Turumaki.
I wouldn't have expected to see a
it's
TU
Turumaki.
in someone's name.
Well, it's just there's no official way to romanize it, so just whatever the creator picks. Another voice droid character.
Whoa, we never saw this from SomeGirl, but there's a gigantic rolling something chasing Hopscotch on this section of this stage.
Yeah, we saw a little hint of it. We saw like a pixel of it as SomeGirl dropped down, but just kept going.
Alright, onto this, whatever this is, onigiri, pudding, mini boss. I think I see what you mean about the roll. SomeGirl she does it a lot, but she's always doing it with intention. Oh, went through the boss enemy. I think was not sort of expecting that. Death Clouder, yeah.
Yeah, look at this background. It's like a Kirby background. Trying so hard to wall jump right there.
Hopscotch also doubling back for all the good stuff that pops out of that box. Still a full stage behind, and I gotta think there's not too much of the game left.
Yeah, we'll see. It is beat the game, so we're gonna be seeing like Wily stages probably.
That's usually how these things go. Oh, SomeGirl wants that heart so bad, but this stupid enemy has a lot of health. Thought about going right for the heart, couldn't quite get it. Managed to get it to jump straight up. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, look, catching the corner of this. Alright. Boss fight for Hopscotch. Well, enemy at the edge of the screen, you know what time it is. Yes!
I love it. I love it every time. It made me really sad in top 8. There's a strategy in Shupuseki Force Gear on the magnet boss that I found, where like, if you do the magnet, when he does the magnet and you just like get on the very edge of the screen, you have like, there's exactly enough pixel room to just like stand there and the boss just can't hit you for like the next like 30 seconds until it does the next magnet thing. Like 80% of its life in one cycle.
Perfect.
I was really sad nobody figured it out during top 8.
This big pudding thing is defeated. SomeGirl still with a healthy amount of life, at least in terms of getting through that boss. Just waiting to get the roll. So I guess Hopscotch only half a stage behind, considering SomeGirl just finished the mini-boss not too long ago.
Someone's been slowing down a bit.
Yeah, the killer was when she charged through that big enemy and then ended up in the cloud. That was a really big time loss. The checkpoint was just a little bit ahead of that.
Oh, so scary for SomeGirl. At the very bottom of the platform, just barely managed to wall jump up. See, Hopscotch on this mini boss now.
I like Hopscotch mixing in shots with the roll, especially because after you bounce off of an enemy, there isn't much, you're forced to be far away from the enemy, so in that time you can shoot.
Yeah, I really just like maximizing the DPS.
Yeah. Multi-hit roll right off the bat from SomeGirl against the boss.
Here's Maki.
Edge of the screen. Oh, missed an opportunity for big damage, but this is good enough, I think. Like, look at the health.
Yeah, and the roll just like you can't be touched during it. Like, look, his bullets are just doing nothing.
Did not get hit. Just aced it on the first try. Oh, Hopscotch having some trouble platforming.
Imagine trying to fight a Mega Man boss that just rolls at you and you can't shoot. It'd be so annoying.
So broken. Oh,
It's
see what I
Kizuna
said.
Kiri. No, it's not quite.
But that time SomeGirl didn't drop off the platform was huge. I feel like we would get up if she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What about
This is another voice roid, I think. Yeah, I maybe accidentally selected the wrong character? Yeah, looks like it. Was trying to hold right to start the and forgot about the character select.
Right.
See, Hopscotch on Maki.
Pretty low
Sadly,
on health.
Maki.
Oh,
Maki stands there like, oh. Never mind.
This is
Yeah,
that's
Maki
it.
kind of like jumps a lot.
It's so stupid. It's
Sometimes dodges it.
like we play Camilla Kill All Monster Girls with like New Game Plus, so it's kind of expected that it's kind of a walkthrough. But in this game, we don't do that. Start with this thing.
We just get a broken character.
This mini boss is horrifying to look at.
Yeah, she's a plant. Sure, this is also an obscure Nico video meme. I don't know, this came out in 2020, so...
Oh yeah. I like how the mini bosses are just regular enemies. Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
back to after the mini
That
boss.
was pretty big death. Well, not really that big, but I mean, any time is good time.
Yeah. It could
Oh
have been
no!
worse, but
Oh, that's
even
a
better.
big death.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
worse.
that's a really big death.
Just like dash through the enemy instead of like bouncing off it. Wait, does Hopscotch not have prone? Hopscotch will only be referred to as Hopscotch.
Yeah. Hopscotch has used a couple in recent succession. I think is very, very fluid. SomeGirl's health is pretty low, but has reached the boss.
Big enemy.
We know
I
that
wonder
the
how
boss,
she's gonna fight this boss.
bosses are the least threatening part of each stage.
Whoa.
It's literally the complete opposite of a Mega Man game.
Look how hard it would be to deal with this attack if you couldn't be invincible whenever you wanted.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Whoa,
one
got her.
more hit to death though.
Didn't get the rollout in time. Should have listened to Thomas Prime.
Roll out, that's right.
Yeah.
Or, Whitney from Pokemon Gold and Silver.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get the Pokemon reference in there. There's the edge of the screen magic we've been seeing.
Oh no, just shoot. If they're at the other side of the screen, just
I
shoot.
think literally some girls forgotten that shooting is a thing in this game.
It's a ball
I don't
game
think
at
this
this
is a Mega
point.
Man game anymore.
Hopscotch with a death.
Shark Chaser.
That's after the checkpoint, right?
This
Or-
weapon just like, it's just another buster. Oh, looks like something Z?
Hmm. Well, some girl recognized immediately that something needed to happen. And was able to hold left and find the wall before going into that pit. So some of the Mega Man Dr. Wily stages will have a big W, exactly. That's Z.
Yeah, I want to know who the Z refers to though, because I can't think of who. And I'm the only one here who would know.
Dr. Xylee.
Yes,
It's actually
that's exactly.
Dr. Zeit. He has turned evil.
Well, he was totally fine before. He was good, just
He was a real
misunderstood.
swell guy before.
Hopscotch
Oh, you
wrecked the
I
boss
just
pretty
got it,
hard
sorry.
with
I thought
the
you were doing like a German word or
Zeit?
something.
It sounds
Zeit,
like one.
yeah.
Yeah, Zeit.
It's because I know Zeitgeist is a
Yeah,
term.
Zeitgeist.
It means time.
But you were saying Dr. Light
Yeah, no,
has turned
my
bad.
yeah, no,
and
my
this
my,
disease.
my joke was really bad.
I missed it. I totally. All right.
Hopscotch made really quick work of that boss using the yellow gun.
Yeah, it's honestly been playing super well and just like
It,
going very fast. Just some unfortunate deaths, really.
yeah, like Hopscotch had like 3 or 4 unfortunate deaths just straight into pit.
Look at the way
Look,
Hopscotch
like
is
every
like roll,
single time
shoot,
it gets
shoot,
these
shoot,
enemies.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, some girl has to spend 2 rolls to do it. Like goes back and just like Hops just like blows through it.
Hops is not ahead, it just looked like the same thing, didn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like the same.
I don't think it was the same.
Stages are pretty samey.
Yeah, see.
Because we've already seen some girl. in
Oh,
this
what?
section.
You've seen this one already.
It's even reusing
What?
the same
Yeah.
big sprite.
Oh no, this time it's shooting
Yeah,
things.
Hops is closing the gap though.
Some girls using different weapons. The boss is dead.
That's when you know some girls really serious. Actually using a weapon in this game.
Oh my god, it's 2.
Oh, now we're fighting the twins. I kind of know.
Yeah, wait,
We fought them earlier. I wonder how we're gonna beat these bosses.
it's a mystery.
Do they have like individual health bars? Yes. Okay. You just can't see them.
Oh no! Ah, Hopscotch! That's right before the boss.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a really big death.
Hopscotch had these 5 deaths that have so far decided the right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't feel like it's like a problem with the game or anything, right? Like the checkpoints are not that far apart. It's just been, I mean, part of it is bad luck, but part of it is also like you get worn down as you play through the stage.
I think Una is way more interesting. The character. I mean, I don't know what the other character does, but how can it be more interesting than this? I like the role.
I'd like it if it didn't trivialize
Ouch.
the whole
I'm going losing a lot of time there.
game. In a puddle of water.
Yeah, wasn't even like a actual lake.
Oh no, there's another one.
Ah, but also Hopscotch dies.
A lot of these pits are spaced like one roll apart, and it just seems like it's set up to entice you to roll right into the middle of the pit, and there's just you have some chance to hold one or the other to catch a wall, but it's not much.
Oh, Hopscotch? Not. Right, here's the hard part. Consecutive jumps over these 4 white.
Slowing it down a little.
Putting it down
I'm just going
fast.
to that guy.
I think I would start to use a different weapon at this point. Try and kill these enemies faster if I was doing this.
Especially because
Maybe
they're
try and
dropping
just
stuff.
one-shot them.
Oh my god. Ah.
So some girls died a couple times on this level as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hit a checkpoint yet.
Is the puddle?
No, this is still the
Oh,
beginning.
that's the puddle. Here's the puddle. Where SomeGirl died a bunch of times.
As identified.
Oh my god!
shrimps are the
Oh my
answer.
god!
I don't know why, but I guess if it jumps up, you know your shrimps are gonna hit.
Yeah, maybe it's also banking on like some games do this completely differently where like if you have multiple shots, whether or not they can hit an enemy, whether or not like the first shot triggers the iframes, or if like they all hit at the same time, things like that. There's a bunch of like technicalities and stuff like that.
Oh, SomeGirl gets
Oh,
all the
SomeGirl
enemies
using
using
weapon.
the Gemini laser.
Super Gemini laser.
Yeah, the crazy Gemini laser.
The electric one is straight out of Mega Man 1's Elect Beam.
Yeah, that's Mega Man 1. One of the only 3 that I've played.
Oh, look at this! Don't even mess with any of that down there. Slow but steady.
I love this weapon so much.
It's not even that slow, really.
No, the only problem is
Hopscotch
not having weapon.
destroyed those two. Wait, why did they drop health? That was weird.
Maybe
Oh, the first one you kill, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I looked away and then looked back, and Hopscotch had already defeated the boss.
Did die on the weapons.
Yeah, right. A pretty quick death. I don't think intentional, but quick.
you kill these Potoboos? Doesn't look like it.
Hopscotch makes it through this puddle section. First try. Good.
Oh no, SomeGirl!
Ah! Bounces off the
So scary.
cannon.
I
Wait, SomeGirl is back at the start?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
SomeGirl died.
Yeah,
once,
but I thought maybe
missed
there
the
would be a
whole-
checkpoint. Oh my god, we're tied up.
Yeah, no mid boss yet.
But SomeGirl has the strat. SomeGirl has the
Yeah,
the bubbles. The bubbler.
yeah, and
Bubbline.
kills all weapon energy on death, so.
Oh, so Hopscotch
It has the position.
launched
Just a knockback.
launched into the puddle.
The pudding used the strength of its pudding skin to
From time.
repel Hopscotch.
Oops, good.
Oh my god, look how yeah, okay. It has to be the case in this game that, like, your multi-shots don't trigger iframes. Because there's no way that enemy would have died that fast.
Oh, Hopscotch pretty close behind. One screen. It's
You're
shrimp
willing to
time.
use some weapons.
Just look, it just demolishes that enemy.
Shrimp time again. Ooh, does this a lot faster than SomeGirl did.
Yeah, no fear.
And doesn't
No checkpoint.
Doesn't-
remember,
And has
so-
more weapon energy.
and doesn't bait the crushes, but just goes. Ouch.
Oh.
Back time.
Stupid enemy at the end here.
This is the I don't know what they're called. I call them
Oh.
Goombas.
They're called Mets.
Met.
Just M-E-T.
I actually only know that because of Mega Man DOS. because of Liz.
SomeGirl makes it to what I assume is a.
The screen faded out
Hopscotch
and
did
back in. It's usually a good sign that you did something.
Um,
Don't know how much game there is left though.
yeah, it really.
This is Wily 2.
Yeah, 4 seems to be the magic number with Wily stages in traditional games.
Maybe it's a shrimp time. No, it's dash time. Dash is back in fashion.
It was Dragon Time earlier. Then it was Shrimp Time, and now Dash Time.
Yeah.
Oh wow! A perfectly spaced roll goes on enemies
So
and onto
perfect.
the ledge.
We're fighting the character that I forgot.
That's Momiji.
I don't remember the ghosts.
Maybe she just died way too fast.
Scotch
over death.
gets the dash over the water.
It's so close behind.
I don't know.
Oh, what's the hell? Yeah.
Girl gets the kill.
Oh my god!
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh my god!
whoa. I
Oh,
think that was
that's
actually
terrifying.
a wall jump off the side of that thin
No!
platform. Oh,
no! Didn't
Hopscotch
make it.
lost control of that 5 seconds ago and somehow held on long enough to get that far on the screen, but
Stumbling back and forth, trying to make it work.
If it's the classic 4 Wily stages, then there's only really 3 levels, right? Last one is just a boss rush.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna have refights.
well, we've already had a
Which-
couple of those, right?
Yeah, I guess maybe we won't, because we have seen them already. It's not like refights will be a big deal in this game.
That drum hit on this track is very Mega Man.
Let's try.
Nice spacing. Hopscotch!
Oh, barely makes it.
SomeGirl takes
That's so important.
Oh, that's a tiny death. SomeGirl. Only this room.
Oh, perfect.
Boing, boing.
Oh, roll
The
corner.
green just seems like it's a bouncy. It's gonna bounce me up. It's some
Sure
fun
does
jello
do
to
a
play
lot of
in,
damage.
but it's just deadly.
Oh, going shark mode now.
I would try
Hops
to
is
dash
trying
over
every
that
weapon.
guy.
I do appreciate Hops trying every single weapon against his boss.
Oh, someone's died. That was very
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
But holds on.
close. Ouch. SomeGirl almost gets shot back to the previous screen.
Weapon
this-
energy. No thanks.
No, you're already at full.
Thanks for the dash. And again, the confidence on these platforms
Oh,
to
that
do
was
the
great.
dashes.
Oh, it's the vertical bus entry.
The bottom of the screen has some goop down there, and it makes me think this bridge is going to collapse. In
Oh
some
my god.
Yeah. Maybe like a gimmick. Is this
The Yellow Devil.
It's Yellow Devil.
But it's like
3 by 3.
gigantic and wobbly all over the place.
Oh my god.
There
Oh
he
my God,
is!
it's literally
It's the White Devil.
It's the White Devil. I don't
Oh,
know
man.
what this is supposed to be.
I think I'm
can't
still
tell.
going to call him Yellow Devil.
I think it's like a turnip. Like, it's just so much damage on contact, just like real Yellow Devil.
Ouch.
Yeah, look, that's half your health gone already.
Yeah, the laser only does like an 8.
Oh, the shrimp. Look how much the shrimp does.
Oh my
And your
god.
jump is like barely tall.
Oh
enough
my
to
God.
jump
Oh
on
my,
the ground.
this will decide the race, I think, more than a lot of the stuff we've seen so far.
Yeah, with the strats we've seen
Oh,
so
what?
far, I would almost favor Hops.
Hops couldn't jump.
Hopscotch got stuck rolling against the wall, and you can't wall jump out of the roll.
Sometimes. We've seen it sometimes.
The fight hasn't
Yeah,
even
he
begun
did
for
say-
SomeGirl and already half dead.
I know. I've seen a number. Oh, there it is again.
Oh,
for
the
Hopscotch.
electricity. Okay, the electricity looks like the boss weakness here, because that did a ridiculous amount of damage.
Oh. Maybe it suddenly looks a lot more doable.
Yeah, look how much damage that does with each shot.
Still needs 1 or 2 more cycles though. Up.
I think can do it in 3 cycles with that weapon.
Yeah, now knows the strategy. This is the way to beat the boss.
Oh my god. Hops, no.
Oh, Hopscotch.
Really needs to slow it
In-
down a little.
In general, I've seen both players just like bounce off of an enemy off the roll and then clearly want to roll again and it just doesn't come out. So I think there's like a little bit of the controls
Ouch.
not doing what you want them to do going on.
Okay, so SomeGirl can do this in 3. Has more than a third, like, has lost less than a third, so
Yeah.
if she keeps this up, this is gonna be a clear. Close one.
Yeah, as long as dodges the first few here, like it's fine. Like it's
So
fine now.
scary.
You're good.
Yeah, I think this is it. Even if she gets hit by the laser. Bam.
Nice.
Yeah, bam.
Experimentation
Oh, Hopscotch.
is important in these Mega Man games. Finds the boss weakness made all the difference.
This is the last one, surely.
Hopscotch with another death. It's really got this first section down pat. Whoa, knockback for SomeGirl.
I don't think it's quite Hops' tilted. I think it's just like the game got harder.
Yeah.
The game got a lot more punishing of careless platforming. There's so much crap on the screen.
Yeah. There's like 5 different things attacking SomeGirl right now. But these things die in one shot. Ah, the knockback.
Knockback. But you're right. That's pretty big.
SomeGirl. See, this is the real use of the shrimp to me. It's a real tough thing in Mega Man when you have like an enemy that's up on a ledge above you and in front of you. Like that's a hard angle to hit usually. And they usually give the enemies like really like asshole patterns that make it even harder. I remember that being like a big sticking point for my brother. Those were always the hardest enemies for him.
Sharks are getting bigger. Is that? I think this is even bigger still than the previous stage. Maybe it's the same.
Whoa.
No, the knockback. Hopscotch saves it with a roll.
What a save.
Oh, health drop for SomeGirl. That's a big health drop. Because would have died otherwise right there.
Yeah,
Let's see if
would
maybe
appreciate
can
another
clutch
one.
it out.
Could even farm health.
Yeah, could farm for it.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Did get a
unless
health
you
drop
get like
actually.
Yeah, unless
there's
you get a
one.
big drop. Oh, and there's a full health right there. Never mind. It's everything full. Wow. Thanks, game.
Probably no checkpoint yet though.
Yeah, what's the game preparing you for? Is it maybe just like, hey, well, the stage before, like all the stage that was here before this was pretty hard, so it's probably just like, hey, that was pretty hard.
Oh, Hopscotch
We'll
is
take
boosting into the Yellow Devil parts to like boost himself across, and has found the boss weakness. No! Switched away from
No,
it.
you played Mega Man 1. You played Mega Man 1. You know this.
Shoot. It just, the boss wasn't done forming yet, so it just didn't hit. Yeah, chat talking about whether or not the players are tilted. Both players are pretty even keeled. They've seen all kinds of stuff. They've been here before in so many ways.
SomeGirl is a Kuso Grande champion.
Hopscotch
That's
has
all I'm gonna say
tested
about that.
like 500 games at least for Mystery Tournament over the years. All the bad ones that don't end up in the tournament, Hopscotch has soldiered through them.
Yeah, let me say that the submissions have gotten better over time.
Yeah. Okay, Hopscotch trying different weapons. Yeah, 500 is conservative. Every Mystery Tournament has like 300-ish submissions. And there's a couple years where Hopscotch tested almost all of them. SomeGirl finally clear to a new part of the stage. Hopscotch has been willingly rolling into the parts of the Yellow Devil to deflect and send himself flying. And it's a good idea, but you lose control. And I don't think you have invincibility.
Right way.
Yeah, you have invincibility during the roll, but after you ping off of it, it looks like no.
Yeah, maybe like try and do like a reverse like damage boost. Not really damage, but like, you know, like what you do when you're trying to damage boost backwards in a lot of games, just like turn around right before you do it.
Has decided that this thing is the weapon that they want to use, and we know there's better options, but like this doesn't even look better than, like I feel like something else has definitely got to be better over this.
Yeah,
This
this
is
looks
just
like
not enough.
the Buster. Like, Pops, you've played Mega Man 1. I know you have.
Girl's deep into this stage. It might be the last one. She's caught onto this this roll, bounce, and then shoot. that Hopscotch has been using for a while.
Yeah, it's so strong, just like maximize DPS and also like... Yeah, my internet went cut right there. To like maximize DPS and to like just maintain more control, because like rolling obviously is a little scary for that.
Alright. The shrimp's not too bad. Definitely better than the other weapon.
Yeah, it takes a lot of ammo.
Yeah. It's getting better at dodging, too.
I think Shrimp is definitely like more of a stage clear weapon, as we've seen so far. It's just, it's so good at that. Oh no, SomeGirl was indecisive right there. Just couldn't decide whether wanted to wall jump left or right platform and chose middle, which is the pit.
So SomeGirl blitzed this boss down with damage so that she didn't really have to dodge, but if you can dodge, you can just win the endurance, and Hopscotch at multiple times has taken 0 damage on the transition. It's like the rule of Dark Souls, where like if it
rolls
bleeds,
still does so much.
you can kill it eventually. Coming up on the 47-minute mark. That's when I think you really start to get pushed as in a mystery race. You've been firing on all cylinders for a while.
Yeah, when it comes to these like freeware Mega Man-ish games, this is like kind of the sweet spot.
Oh, it's
this
the
is
Mega Man 2 was.
the most Mega Man.
Wily Machine. Yeah, so I would say there's a good chance that this and probably a second phase is the end of the game.
Use whatever looks like a saw blade.
Yeah, Hopscotch super has the pattern down for Yellow Devil. Just, it's gonna come down to like execution errors now.
Ooh, cutting it pretty close on some of these dodges. A lot of weapons are just pinking off of this thing. Saw blade?
Yeah, well,
Nope.
what's the strat here, I wonder?
The
We
electric.
did see earlier that the electricity could hit it, but it also did not do almost anything.
Oh, get under? Yeah, that's
You're
something.
taking contact damage from the boss, though.
Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah. And that's the one thing you never want to do in a Mega Man game. Because contact damage is usually a lot.
Yeah, it can be
I remember having to
ridiculous.
teach my brother that. Because he kept saying, like, why am I dying this boss so fast? Like, the shots still do that much damage. And to teach him, don't stand in the boss.
Hopscotch.
Okay, one more pattern for Hops.
I don't know if this final boss is going to wall SomeGirl the way that Hopscotch needs it to, but
Oh my god,
Maybe.
what a roll from Hops.
needs the last hit. There it
Oh.
is.
The roll! Ran out of ammo, actually. That's like top 10 scariest moments.
Oh, it's Buster time.
The Buster also works. So the roll deflects everything.
I mean, in this case, it basically has to.
I wonder how much... So rolling towards the boss obviously gets you through the projectiles safely, but then makes you right next to the boss afterwards. So I wonder if there's any merit to rolling left against the edge of the screen for the temporary invincibility while you're there.
Yeah, because it's not like you're rolling to dodge them. You're rolling to try and hit them. If you were rolling to
Yeah.
dodge them, you would actually want to move towards them. But you're trying to hit them.
But it makes sense that the water kills you because they're like shark infested.
That's true, there are gigantic sharks.
Yeah, so as soon as your foot touches the water, you're pulled under.
Just the threat of it shocks you to death.
Huh?
Oh, the one last
One
missile.
missile.
I think any attempt could be the winning. Well, I mean, I could also see a phase 2 happening, but
I mean,
that health
Yeah,
bar is going to
I'm
be
almost
depleted.
certain a phase 2 is going to happen. We're going to get some like surprise Vocaloid that THZ refers to, because I don't think this is it. I don't know who this is, but I don't think their name starts with a Z. SomeGirl has a really good rhythm down here.
This is working.
It's like just shooting the missiles out of the way. It's kind of like saving it for that. Yeah, here's
Wily Capsule.
the most mega.
Oh, it's again Mega Man 2.
So this is more like these patterns in particular, are more like some of the later ones.
They're the boss that like
That shot went
goes
straight through.
invisible. But not Mega Man 2.
No.
Well then
No,
it's
that's
that
not
one.
I think it's like 4, 5, and 6 all have a capsule that.
Oh, look at this!
Wow.
Even
So
that
much
didn't so much damage.
Not a lot.
Yeah, you gotta find the weakness here.
I mean, only so many weapons can
No
be
help.
up there. And there's no ammo refill, right? So
Yeah, there's
That-
a tiny ammo refill, but like just not enough.
that is making me think maybe you do want Buster on phase 1.
Yeah, if you can catch it in a roll loop like that. The second time SomeGirl, I think, rolled too late. I think actually touched the boss before rolling.
Trying to think what could Hopscotch do to just do so much better on this boss that could still have a
Could
chance.
find whatever vulnerability this boss has.
Yeah, it's gotta be boss weakness.
Has SomeGirl not tried everything?
I don't think she's tried the saw blade enough.
Um,
I feel like this is the
on
boss you kill with the
phase
saw
one-
blade in Mega Man 2.
I feel like that's like every boss in Big Fan too.
Well,
I
yeah,
feel like
see?
you can hit it anywhere, and I feel like I've seen the saw blades hit it somewhere, not hit it.
Gotta hit the head.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
It's not impossible.
Too early. Yeah, phase 1 is definitely you don't want to extend this fight at all, and this does look like the best way to take care of it, because we've seen like all the other weapons and they have not been nearly this helpful.
But you want a weapon for the second phase.
You also don't want to extend this phase at all. We've seen the second phase you can roll on a lot of patterns and do quite a bit of damage.
Hopscotch is moving. I think he's one screen away from this boss.
Really smooth every time I look over and see how they're doing.
Yeah, it
I
seems
guess
like
what I'm
SomeGirl
thinking is-
taking so much.
The Buster, I remember thinking it wasn't doing like that much less damage, though.
And then you
So,
save
like,
ammo.
yes, you are-
I would
you-
think Buster.
You are extending this first phase, which is, I think, harder to not take damage. But
Oh, here we go.
if you're only extending it by like a couple seconds,
Hopscotch is here.
Hopscotch onto the boss. This could be big. This could be a really strong comeback.
yeah, time to experiment.
Time to die.
Experimentation time. Gotta test out the boss hitbox.
Maybe the boss is weak to you jumping into it. Gotta try everything.
Not shrimp time. Not shark time
Very
either.
low on resources.
Yeah,
is
shrimp
SomeGirl.
wouldn't hit at all, which I find really weird.
Oh, is it fire time? No, it's not fire time.
No.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, ice.
It's ice,
Ice?
time!
Ice is really good.
That's ice time!
Oh my god. This could be it.
So huge.
Oh, you can shoot it left!
You can shoot it left.
Oh my god!
Some girl
Okay,
never
it-
tried the ice.
Okay, well, this is shrimp time,
It's
surely.
ice.
Fire isn't terrible, but there's gotta be some. Oh, shark is pretty good.
Shark is a lot of damage.
And shark is free hit. Shrimp is okay. I like shark better. Oh, actually, you can shoot multiple sharks. Oh my god.
Finding
Hopscotch-
the weapon weakness. He's out. He's out. It's
Hops-
not going to be.
Yeah,
this attempt,
Hopscotch
I
is
think.
gonna die, I think. But
But it has the knowledge, and it is knowledge that is
Oh my
very
God!
important.
We saw some girl take a huge lead from finding the weakness of the Yellow Devil, and it was like, man, that might have decided the race. And now the same thing, the other way, is having just as much impact, if not more, and it's hard to say.
SomeGirl is
See,
looking
it's
pretty
gonna
good
be
though
like
here.
it's gonna be a damage race from SomeGirl. Like, is the steady method like this?
Oh my god, here we
better
go.
than the faster ones.
Hopscotch knows about the shark though.
The shark is so powerful.
gets the
It's
power
so
up
easy
too.
because it
Pickups.
homes in. You just gotta focus on dodging.
Hops is ahead.
Which is just called roll.
Well, also get
That's
some
gonna be
rolls in. I
fun.
like it. I like it.
Yeah, conserve
mean,
the ammo.
you're-
This
yeah.
hits anywhere.
You've only got so much ammo, so you're gonna need some extra damage.
Oh, that's
This is
it.
This is it. This is it.
Is this the end?
Is this the end of the game?
Oh my god, it's waiting so
55
long.
minutes.
Where's the cutscene?
No,
Whoa! Oh,
it's still the wily alien.
Oh my god. It's
Wow.
stage too. There's stuff here.
or is it just a boss?
Oh. No,
Oh.
it is definitely
Oh
stage.
man.
Is it like a stage rush?
Yeah, it did seem to sort of. Yeah, look.
It's refights. Yeah. Hey, you know
Okay.
what this boss's weakness was?
I would not
It was
care
the
about.
roll.
Yeah,
It was the roll.
yeah, that's true. Oh, I remember her weakness.
Normally in Mega Man, you have different meters for all of your different weapons. So, like, if this boss was weak to fire, you would be using all your fire on it because you don't need the fire for the other bosses. But all of them are shared here. So, anytime you get a chance to use the roll to good effect, I think the players should take it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely. I really like the strategy on the
Oh,
Oh, you
never
get a
mind.
refill.
Full refill. Go nuts.
yeah the Wily capsule.
Yeah, see, it's like
where,
a stage rush.
Pops
Kinda,
just fit in rolls wherever they could because the shark hits anywhere on the screen. The shark is basically just free hits at any time.
SomeGirl is
you wanna
only
save it for
rolling.
the parts where you couldn't hit.
I mean, it's really the fact that SomeGirl doesn't know how to beat the first phase without losing so much weapon power.
Yeah. Is stuck waiting for the boss to come low enough to get rolled, and that's just not often.
Oh, Metal Man's weakness, Metal Man?
That would be the classic.
I don't think it's correct here, though.
I think in Mega Man 2, everything's weakness is Metal Blade.
Yeah, I've seen some girl try the shrimps on this phase at least,
No, just shoot Hops! It's one shot, you don't
and
need to
maybe
roll.
one other thing. But there's plenty of weapons untried on this phase.
Oh, don't fall in the clouds. Okay, there's a checkpoint. Oh, I mean, the
not a
fact
big
that
deal.
there's checkpoints, to me, almost feels like this is gonna be so hard for SomeGirl to catch up as she dies. Oh.
And
That was a really
Hops
good
has just been
try.
fighting a lot of the bosses just better. We've seen this
Yeah.
entire race.
Yellow Devil was kind of the exception.
Oh, Metal Man is good against Fire Go.
And
Fire
just
usually
go crazy
beats
with this, you
steel.
get a full refill.
As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, all the damaging goop that kills you in this game, for some reason, just looks like the most harmless. We had the Jello, we have clouds, water.
The dragon in the game earlier was
Like
able
a
to walk on
puddle.
clouds.
Right. He touched a cloud and triggered the bingo goal.
Oh man, I remember this. This boss was weak to roll.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
It seems pretty tough
God,
to use
this
the
weapon
big shot.
sucks. This weapon's terrible. This weapon's so bad.
Here we go, the corner. Ups away. From below.
Oh,
Style
girl.
points.
Pretty low on health, but not too bad, really.
But-
I think on that big spiral attack, I would try to roll into the projectiles that are spiraling around, because it gets hard to keep track of where they are.
Oh yeah, they come like from the screen
Yeah.
corners.
Boss is low, get those rolls in.
Get your free hits whenever you can.
I mean, it's crazy because we did see SomeGirl experiment with weapons, but just never picked
Just
up
not
the
the
ice.
one weapon.
Yeah.
Hey Maurice, do you know what this boss's weakness was?
Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's turn. Wait, what? Oh, we
Okay,
Oh my
I thought that,
God,
I'm
what if it
really glad it didn't
respawned?
respawn the boss.
I think turning into Sonic was his weak spot.
That's most things weak spot. Some girl could possibly clutch this out, but
It's pretty low.
I think one of these.
Maybe like 2
gonna kill.
hits.
Oh my god! Oh,
okay.
did get hit.
Gets hit,
Didn't
but it's a
get
good
killed.
trade. It's a really good trade.
I was shooting
The
some
shrimps are not the
shrimps.
best option, but they're not
Oh,
bad.
you can roll.
Oh my
You can
god!
hit a roll
Oh my
here.
god! Oh my
She
god!
missed
Oh
with
my
shrimp.
god!
The weapon ammo's low.
Nice.
Oh my
What a
god.
dodge! What a dodge! Incredible dodge.
But it's gonna be just so hard to catch.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hopscotch
maybe
is
there's a
moving.
final boss that is equally a
Oh.
problem, right?
Very clutch kill for Hops. That's the last refight.
Oh, here we go. It's the Z. All the girls are here.
Do they jump into the fight one by one?
I don't
or
know
what?
who this is.
Neptunia from Kid Icarus.
Is that her name? Palatina. That's her name.
Yeah,
Ah.
Palatina.
Same thing.
Not. That's,
It's basically an anagram.
I just like the ice just because it's so much damage at random. Oh.
Oh
what do
my
you think this boss is
god.
weak to, you guys?
This guy,
Oh my
What do you think
god.
this boss
this
is
girl
weak
is
to?
so dead. She dropped something. Oh. Oh, she comes back as Sephiroth.
Super Saiyan.
Alright, it's not the roll.
Okay, experimentation.
It's not fire.
It's not that.
It's not. I mean,
It's not.
oh, shrimp is pretty good.
Shrimps,
Shrimp
That's
is
pretty
good.
good.
Could be better though.
Maybe.
And the boss
Do
is
you-
shooting
do you
everything.
experiment? I think I would.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that damage.
Oh, you gotta defeat the first phase every time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Mega Man. Not a big deal if you spend some weapon energy on this first phase.
I don't think you have
get
to.
a small refill. Yeah, you don't really have to at all, but it's not a big deal if you do. I mean, it's nice if like the boss is on the other side of the screen. Of course, if it's on this side of the screen, we know what button to push.
Oh, there's so much health on this first phase already.
Yeah.
Oh, this time drop the heart. Very nice. Alright, it's experimentation
weapon
time.
Oh, I dropped both.
Okay, it's not
that.
Electroman.
Okay, it's not that. Yeah, I would maybe try the shark again because I don't think the shark even hit.
I thought it tinked off.
Oh, honestly,
Yeah,
shrimp
it
is
might.
great.
Oh yeah, shrimp is so good.
Shrimp
That's
might
so
be
much
good
damage.
enough. Oh,
Oh, the
she's
laser.
going left.
Oh, no! Can't get
Oh,
the
you
roll
gotta
off.
roll, you gotta roll.
Couldn't mash the roll fast enough.
Do we think there's a phase 3? I think it's possible.
Nah, this is the end.
No, this is final boss definitely. It
I
has
mean,
that,
yes,
that
definitely
energy
the
to
final
it.
boss, but
No,
I think phase 2 is the end.
I agree. And if Hopscotch can keep his HP second phase this time, I think it's shrimp time.
Easy. Yeah, it's gonna be completely free if that happens.
He uses a little
Just
bit
shoot,
of
just shoot.
lightning.
Shoot.
No, don't shoot. Needs
No,
shrimp.
definitely shoot in that case.
Wow,
You
we
don't
need
want to
to
get hit on the first phase though.
Or do
you
you
need to switch to Buster or something if you wanted to preserve your ammo. Which
Oh,
is a
beautiful
hassle.
dodges. Gets arrowed, but who
Just
cares?
sit here and
Damage
you
race,
get
damage
damage
race
race.
time. Oh, don't roll. This is the ultimate boss. It's invulnerable to the roll. Oh, it's dead!
Oh, that's a death.
It looks
Dead.
dead to
Is that a
me.
finish though?
They were
Is
like
the
stars
comeback
and stuff.
complete?
Is there a phase 3?
Hopscotch has
There
dot
is not
done.
a phase 3.
There's a dot done.
That's it.
Crazy race. Holy shit.
Back and forth. Both players sort of
That was an
excelling at
incredible
different
race.
things. I think SomeGirl had better roll control. It's been on the stages and stuff. Hopscotch more aggressive, making more use of more mechanics. Both of them experimented with
Mega Man.
weapons and found weaknesses the other didn't.
Yeah, SomeGirl, I think platformed better overall, but Hopscotch played Mega Man better. Just the,
Yeah.
the whole package.
So we'll see who wants to come talk to us. There was another match that I think waited for this one to finish, which was very gracious of them. I hadn't sent out the give game, but it would be pretty good to talk to the player. I bet they're gonna come in here and just kind of be like, oh, that was a cool game, not realizing how much fun we all had watching the race. Yeah, so Hopscotch commenting about dropped inputs and comment, and I
It's
did
like-
see some suspicious stuff.
This is
It's like wall jumps and stuff, right?
Yeah, and the
Yes.
roll just like not coming out.
this is what we get for it being a browser game.
A couple of times they seem to roll the opposite direction or shoot the opposite direction. So we're joined by Hopscotch. Hello. I don't hear you yet, if you're talking.
Ah, there we go. Had
There
to
it
switch
is.
my audio device.
Yeah, I got a new monitor that seems to think it's an audio device, and so every time I turn it,
I
it
have a
comes back on
microphone
and
that thinks
ruins
that
everything.
that thinks that it's a speaker, and like I don't know why.
Yeah. I plugged in my PS4 controller to play this game, and it stole my microphone and my speaker.
Yep.
So
Classic.
PS4 controllers
classic.
do that all the time.
Speaking of
How
classic,
did you like the game?
this is a Mega Man game, all
yeah. Although I don't know about that. I think it's a Sonic game.
right. Yeah.
So true.
Some girls just fighting the final boss now. You had you were trailing by a stage or half a stage for most of the race, and then
Oh.
Yellow Devil
Okay.
happened.
Classic Yellow Devil.
So the big story there, the big chunky electric shot, is a weakness for that boss. So you had to
Ah.
learn how to dodge everything perfectly to survive 6-7 phases, whatever it was. And some girl kind of blitzed through with a 3 cycle.
Dang.
But
yeah.
then the
I-
boss happened. I just walk me through the process on the final boss.
The final boss, the process was I'm gonna try all the weapons and see what works, I think. And then I found something that sort of worked, and I was like, good enough. And then I had a second form. And
Yeah.
so I was already like low on ammo or whatever, and then all of the shots I was trying were just sort of bouncing at the bottom. I was like, well, this isn't good. I'll try spinning. And then the spinning was bouncing off too. I was like, heck, that's my main attack.
Oh no, not the strongest weapon in the whole game.
So eventually I did, think back to Mega Man's past and be like, okay, which one of these weapons is actually going to be good? And I was like, oh, I bet the leaf thingy, the shrimp, is going to be great.
Anything
And
that
then it
fires
seemed to be-
upwards.
Yeah, and then it seemed to be working. So just a couple more attempts to like actually have ammo and health, and then it went down.
I'm good with that.
The... Oh, it needs to find a last hit and
Ah.
couldn't quite get it. It's the previous boss of stage 5,
Yeah,
I guess it was.
the Wily 4.
Yeah, the machine with the capsule afterwards. Some girl just didn't find the weapon weaknesses that you did. The ice shot for the first phase, the shark for the second, neither of them.
Dang. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
and like was experimenting with weapons, but just not those.
Yeah, so both of you, when you first start, you've got the buster and the roll, and both of you were like, "Wow, this roll's really good." So it was roll all day, and then you got a new weapon, and it was still rolls. Like it took a while to try out some of the other stuff. So like, what was the thought process there?
The thought process there is roll is really good.
Good enough that who cares what else is there?
I figure, like, if you can just get them in a corner like I did for quite a few bosses, and you just roll up in the corner, you can just bounce on them indefinitely. I think that's the true weakness of every boss. So,
There's the dot done. 109.10. Man, what a chunky goal this was. Do you get worn down racing, past the 30-minute mark, the 45-minute mark with an intense game like this?
I personally did. I think, the Wily stages, when they kicked in, I was like, man, are these ever gonna end? And just,
Yeah.
like, the difficulty changed. Like, I couldn't just roll all the time anymore. I had to, like, actually play the game. And I was like,
Totally.
heck, this is a completely different game now. I want to go back to rolling.
So we're joined by... Well, hello.
Yo, this game sucks.
So we haven't talked yet about maybe some potential input issues.
It's browser. It's Unity
Yes.
Web.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
that's
only is it browser,
expected.
it's Unity Web Player. It's even worse.
Yes.
Plus, you have to use an analog stick because it just doesn't accept
Yeah.
D-pad input for no apparent reason.
Oh.
And like it doesn't have a dead zone really, so I kept like accidentally shooting or rolling the wrong way.
Oh yeah, it was
Somehow.
really
I was like,
real sensitive on that front, and just like the ice physics were insane. Like
saw-
you slide like crazy all the time.
There was a couple like particularly like the yellow devil enemy where you would jump in the air and try to finesse over the projectile or whatever, and it ended up in this sort of wiggly thing because you just couldn't hold steady in the air.
Yeah, you can't do it. You don't have that level of control over your character.
Yeah.
And then the boss fights were terrible. Either you could just bounce on the enemy for like 6 years and you don't have to actually fight the boss at all, or it's just impossible.
Oh, everybody in chat was telling me how cool of a mechanic that was and how awesome it was for the race. And I said, and I was the one who was like, no, this sucks. I want them to actually fight the boss. Like,
I mean, it's also
this is
it's
so much
like
better.
it's like Sonic but bad. Where you just jump into the boss and then you hit it, and sometimes decides to stand against the wall and you win the fight instantly.
Both of you made use of that special move.
And all the other weapons were just so much worse than rolling into the boss.
Except
like, so much
for
worse.
the big wily machine capsule combo.
It just isn't affected by rolls for no apparent reason.
So there was a pair of boss weaknesses that you somehow didn't manage to find. We saw you try. We thought everything, but the ice shot
Did.
is super good on the first phase.
Oh.
Yeah.
First phase wasn't hard though. The second phase was. where
You
all the
think?
issues
And
were.
then phase
looked
2
hard.
was sharps.
Oh, that
The
makes
sharks did incredible damage on phase 2, and plus you could hit the boss at any time because they were homing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't have any ammo left after the first phase, so. And then the final boss was like super easy for no apparent reason.
Yeah, we were talking like, do you think there's a phase 3? Because it looked a little easy to me, and they were like, no, I think
Yeah.
that's it, and then it was.
You just like get to the second phase and you just spam shrimp shots at it and then it's dead. It doesn't even really live long enough to do anything. It seemed cool. It had like all the different boss powers in one. I was like, oh, that's a cool concept, but it just dies way too fast to even see most of them.
yeah. I definitely saw a lot of them while I was trying to work out what would actually be good against it. And then I was
I
like,
just-
great. I'm not gonna remember these because I'm gonna destroy it with shrimps next time.
Yeah, shrimps were just kind of that was just my go-to weapon for anything.
Yeah,
And
it's
for
so
both
strong
of
for
you.
platforming because like in
Yeah.
Mega Man, like the hardest angle, like one of the hardest angles to hit is like directly above and in front of you. Like that.
Yeah,
it's
they put a
very
lot
hard.
of enemies in really like rude positions there, where
Yeah.
you could spend time like bouncing off a couple rolls, or you could just spam a couple shrimps at them and they die.
Oh, I appreciated the ice shot to fill that one room with projectiles to kill that. It's like a big yellow pudding guy or something.
Ice shot is so funny. It's such a funny weapon. It's
Dude,
like
that room was so
Gemini laser.
annoying.
You're like, I don't want any part of
Oh,
this. I'm
man.
just gonna.
Hobbs completely destroyed that room with the shrimp though. Just like jumped down, shot a few shrimp, and just like it kills that enemy in like 3 shots. If all the
Yeah,
shrimps
but
die.
like
Just
the
bam.
problem is jumping down was like super precarious because if you get touched by an enemy, you go flying, and with this game's physics, it's completely unpredictable which way you're gonna go or how far or how fast. So if there's a single enemy down there, you could just die sometimes.
Yeah, but the 2 death pits positioned as they were, it was.
The puddle. Of
And like I
water.
said, the
Deadly.
knockback super unpredictable and very far. Like you get knocked back about a quarter of a screen length if you get touched by an enemy.
We saw Hopscotch. You were using that almost intentionally against the yellow devil.
Yeah.
Was that working? Do you think, or what?
I think it was working until I learned how to actually dodge it, and then I was like, "This is way easier just dodging it. Why was I trying the other thing?"
Yeah, I appreciate the thought though. I guess Mega Man games. I feel like live and die by how control your guy.
And it was
So
awful. This one.
yeah, so I'm sorry it wasn't a very good experience, but we had a hell of a time watching the race. It was really close, back and forth. The revelations of like boss weaknesses and stuff. Yeah, we were loving it up here.
I'm like not a huge fan of boss weaknesses in general in Mega Man, and especially in a blind race context, because it's kind of just like just try everything and hope.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I mean I tend to just kind of tunnel and Buster only Mega Man games when I play them.
Yeah.
So
Something I always have to try to remember to do is like use the weapons in the stages.
yeah,
Because I get myself in the mindset of, okay, I use the Buster in the stage, and then
yeah,
on
and you
the
say
boss I try all
weapons
the
to the
weapons.
boss.
Yeah.
Because in this game you don't have you have like shared ammo between all your weapons. So
And also the roll is always there, and it's always pretty good. So
yeah, until they just decide to make it not good by locking you out of bosses.
or rebounding you into a very particularly placed pit of deadly water or goo or
Yeah, I'm really wondering if the other character doesn't have the role, and that seems like it would be more fun.
I mean, if the other character still has the ice physics, then it's probably not going to be super fun either way.
I don't want to play a platformer with a control stick. I just don't.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Unity web player.
Oh. The other character's role is much different.
Is it worse?
Is it 8-way?
No,
8-way
it's
roll?
better. No, it's just like a double jump, but you like spin.
Oh, that is a lot better. You could actually hit the capsule boss with that, the Wily capsule.
That alone is a really big mark in its favor. Thank you so much for coming out and racing, and for coming to talk to us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
SomeGirl, you go and fight Bohemico, because you seem very eager for that match. And I don't have the bracket open to see who Hops fights. I should probably know this, because I think I saw this off the top of my head, but I don't, because I'm not that prepared.
I don't think I've looked at the bracket yet.
You
Every
just saw
time
your first opponent, and you're like, oh, sweet.
I'm fighting Gons.
Yeah, you're fighting Bugons.
Two guns.
Who
There it
is,
is.
if I
Hey,
remember,
thank
a
you.
pretty good player, so.
All right, so
Which
please
I mean,
look
I
forward.
guess you are too, so.
Look forward to that in your next matches. Best of luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Are there any more matches tonight, or is that it?
There's one
We have
more.
one right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy that. Have a good night, y'all.
Yep. Good night.
That was SomeGirl and Hopscotch